Hi, I'm Faye de Muyshondt with Socialskilz, here to teach you texting etiquette. In our very modern world, we're all texting. It's a really easy way of conveying information and connecting with people. However, there are a few things to keep in mind. So with texting, it's really important to think about who you're texting. It's one thing to be texting with a friend and assume that they are interacting via text message, but it's another thing when you're interacting, for example, with a boss or with an adult or with someone who you don't know very well. You don't want to assume that you can text them, and you don't want to assume that they are in fact texting. Some people aren't texting, if you can imagine, and also you need to establish a certain level of comfort before you start texting someone. It's never appropriate to text your boss. However, if your boss decides to start a text messaging relationship with you, that's fine, and it's certainly a way that many people communicate and many offices communicate. However, let your boss establish that comfort level with you first. Also, it's really important to keep in mind timing as you're text messaging. Not everyone turns their phone off at night. Not everyone is up when you're up. So keep in mind a general idea of when you should and shouldn't be texting. So I say anytime after 8 in the morning, anytime before 9 o'clock at night is an all right time to be texting. But keep in mind that other people don't keep the exact same schedule you do. Also, some people don't turn their phones off at night and assume that it's an emergency if you text after hours. Texting is fun, texting is cool, I enjoy texting, but keep in mind it's also just as important to be interacting face-to-face. There's nothing worse than spending an entire day connecting with 25 people, but never actually connecting with them face-to-face. So be sure that just as often as you're texting, you're also making that face-to-face connection. Let's face it, there's a time and a place for everything, and there are certain occasions when texting and being on your smartphone really isn't appropriate. So if you're at dinner, if you're at a funeral, if you're at a graduation, or if you're at something that's a special occasion, put down your smartphone, stop texting, and live in the moment. Be in the moment. Those are just a few guidelines on texting etiquette.